Welcome back to San Diego, people. The Girl Scouts are celebrating their 100th anniversary. Back with me to talk more about this is the San Diego Girl Scouts CEO, Jody Jacob, along with Girl Scouts Britta Henry and Hayley Wong. Ladies, thank you for being with us on this Sunday. It's really, really nice to celebrate the birthday with the Girl Scouts. Now, Jody, we were talking about the Girl Scouts. We see them everywhere, but we don't see them in many ways because they really have permeated our society. There are so many important women who started out as a Girl Scout.
You're right. 60 million women in America were Girl Scouts, and all of them lead successful lives, and they're leaders in our country today. 2/3 of women congressmen and all of our astronauts, some very, very exciting women in America were Girl Scouts.
80%, one of the numbers I saw, 80% of our executives of key companies in this country, female executives, wore the Girl Scout colors.
Yes, and those values that they learned as Girl Scouts have been with them for the rest of their lives. They're touchstone values that make a difference in our country and in society.
Let's talk with Britta and Hayley. Britta, you just heard that. How are you going to change society now because you were a Girl Scout?
Well, my Girl Scout experience has really shaped me. Right now I'm transitioning. I'm getting ready to go into college next year. And through the opportunities that I've had with Girl Scouts, I've gained such great experience being a leader, and I don't shy away from a challenge. And I've also had the opportunity to go job shadowing through Girl Scouts, and so I've experienced the fields of engineering and technology and business and in law. So as I plan to go on and further my education now, I have a little bit of a background.
Be honest with me, when you first joined the Girl Scouts, you really didn't know what it was all about, did you?
No, the friends that I had in my Girl Scout troop when I started in kindergarten as daisies, they continued to be my best friends throughout my whole schooling, and I know that we will be lifelong friends. So the first value that I gained from Girl Scouts was that friendship, and I know it will be long-lasting.
Well, we're going to talk a little bit more with you, but look at this young lady next to you. There was a time when you were just like Hayley Wong. Hayley, how are you?
Good.
Good. You joined the Girl Scouts in January. It's just been a few months now. How's it been so far?
It's been fun.
What have you done? What is the best thing you've done as a Girl Scout so far?
I think that it's been going camping with my troop.
Ah, where did you go camping?
We went to Smuggler's Cove and the Point Loma Naval Base because our troop mom, her husband is the CO.
Ah, okay. Well, what did you learn on that camping trip?
I learned how to pitch a tent.
Did it stay up?
Yes.
Oh, good.
It didn't collapse on us.
What else did you learn?
I learned that the beach is sandy, very wet.
Did you make any friends?
Yes. I made a lot of friends.
You think those people will be friends forever because you're all Girl Scouts?
Yes, I think that we'll all stay together because of Girl Scouts, and that we'll stay close.
Now, what is as you're going forward now, what is your dream? What do you hope to get out of the Girl Scouts, in addition to all those friends and learning how to pitch a tent, which I'm sure is the top of the heap already, so, right?
It's fun. I don't really hope to get anything out of it. I hope to give back because it's done so much for me already.
You know, I think you've just learned one of the values of the Girl Scouts. Don't you think so, Jody?
I do. You know, all of us do the Girl Scout promise and law, and those touchstone values haven't changed for 100 years. And do you want to do it right now?
Let's do the promise.
On my
honor,
I will try to serve God and my country, to help people at all times, and to live by the Girl Scout law.
I'm glad you three know it because I don't. But it's so important, isn't it? And that's the key value we were talking about in the first segment about transitioning rather from history to current day, right?
That's true. And you know, Girl Scouts really reaches out into the community. We have a program called Outreach where we serve some 7,000 girls that might not otherwise have an opportunity to have a mom that's a troop leader. So our professional staff goes into community centers, into detention centers, after-school programs, and introduces Girl Scouting where it's needed most.
There's a self-confidence in a Girl Scout that I can always see when I see them put on the uniform, right?
Yes, we call it courage, confidence, and character, girls that are going to make the world a better place.
Now, Britta, you were talking about all the friends you made, and I know the Girl Scouts have a program, an alumni program as well, which people can stay in touch for years and years no matter where they go around the world, right?
Yes.
Especially on our 100th anniversary, we want to reconnect with the 60 million women that were Girl Scouts. That's a great time to reconnect with the friends that you made as girls. And for many of our women, they stay in touch because they were troop leaders together long after their daughters have grown up. They're friends.
Now, Britta, this is not the first. You're not the first person in your family to be a Girl Scout, right?
No, I'm actually a third generation.
Third
Girl
generation?
Scout. Yes, my grandmother, my mom, and I have both had the great experience of being Girl Scouts.
When you saw the first segment of this program tonight and the little reenactment of history, did that strike any chords with you in terms of your own family? Obviously, it doesn't go back that far, but still, the Girl Scouts go back in your family quite a ways.
They do, and I have heard the great stories that my mom and my grandmother both have told me about their experience in Girl Scouts, and I can see through their experience how much the organization has grown, and we both have earned badges dealing with sewing and cooking, but nowadays we are exposed to things like technology and scientific fields that maybe perhaps a while back girls were not able to be involved in the workforce, but now we have the great opportunity, and Girl Scouts is really paving the way so that we can succeed.
Let me ask you about that too, because I'm just pretty blunt sometimes in my curiosity. You're getting ready to go into college.
Yes.
And there might be some who say, oh, Girl Scouts, that's corny. Tell them it's not.
No.
Explain to them why it's not corny.
Being a Girl Scout is really just the greatest opportunity that you can get to learn to be confident. And I've taken up leadership in a lot of clubs at my school. I'm the president of the advanced choir, you know, and I feel stronger and able to conduct myself around my peers and around adults because I've had the background in Girl Scouts.
It's a personal thing, isn't it? It's
Yes.
something that grows inside of you, isn't it? Yeah. And you, young lady, you have a whole history ahead of you. What do you want to accomplish in the Girl Scouts? Do you want to be a scout leader yourself when you're a mom later on?
I may.
You may.
I may. I don't really know what I want to do yet.
No, of course not. You're way too young to do that. However, you can start looking around, and there's a lot of people like this young lady sitting next to you who can really help you, right? Are you going to look to the other Girl Scouts to kind of help you along the way?
I will.
And what's the next adventure you want to do? You went camping. Now, what's the next adventure you want to try?
I don't know yet.
Don't know yet? I'm sure the Girl Scouts will find something for you. Well, we're going to take a quick break in just a minute, but I want one thought before we go, Jody, and that is about the history of this organization and how it keeps going. I mean, the first ladies of this country have always been the honorary yearly or chairman, I guess, of this. That must be a huge inspiration for these young women.
It certainly is. Michelle Obama is our honorary president of all of Girl Scouts USA, and certainly the cabinet members, congresswomen, anybody who's an important person today, you scratch a little bit, you find out that they were a Girl Scout.
All right. Well, listen, ladies, thank you so much for being with us and sharing your stories today. We really appreciate it. And we have to say, happy birthday, Girl Scouts, right?
Yeah.
Happy birthday,
Girl
Girl Scouts.
All right. Still ahead here on San Diego People. We're going to talk about something very special, particularly in this community. Operation Thin Mint gives Girl Scout cookies to those troops deployed overseas. Very, very important program. Stay with us. We have a lot more to talk about here on San Diego People.